Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is your Highland girl with her stories full of a cheer. I have a little friend right here with me, and I do not know. Say hi. Say hi. All right, go about your business now. Thank you. Ah, so I'm hanging out with my little company here. Anyhow, pull up a chair. So I woke up earlier this morning, and you know, so a few things came to mind, reminiscing really. And a song came to my mind. Like a few songs came to my mind, like I'm on Banya, I na Alifia, to go America. No way, sir, but a boil ya, me belly full ya, sweet Jamaica. Much how we sing the song, and the whole we live abroad. Especially when they want to say, one more Jamaican gone abroad. What are we there? A whole heap are we there. Whole heap are we there. hmm Anyhow, since we're here and I'm reminiscing, because sometimes when we miss the country and miss, some of the stuff, them like you then go to road, go look to Guinea. You'll find them here too, Depends. If you go certain places, you will find Guinea. And you'll find the yellow yam and the green bananas, and I find all the type of foods that I personally want to eat. I find them here. But when you look back, it's almost like tastes as good as when you're there yard, yeah. When you get a piece of yellow yam and you're roasty. You remember the roast yam with the saltfish? I ain't know nothing about that. Somehow no just have the Jamaican talk about no Jamaican, but no nothing about no culture. The roast yam, the roast dumpling underneath the hashes when mama cook dinner. And your teeth and look, you think that she now look and she turn her back and you pop up and look a piece of the flour and start to roll it up and push it underneath the hashes. Yes, man. And sometimes then tell us say after your dumpling that you get, so I hope you know say if you're not gonna get two, you're gonna get one because you roast one of you. You remember them days, eh? Yes, man. So, and we think about country, and you think about country, the song came to mind where say, more people there country than town. Some of them black and some of them brown. And I hear, yeah, sweeter than sugar and then nicer than spice. Me never know country life was so nice. Yeah, country nice. Country life is very, very nice. But in the same country, and you sit back and you look at your Jamaican, the flag alone tell you that we are peculiar people. Yeah, man. Everywhere you go, if you want to know if the person is Jamaican, sometimes you look on their car, they have one thing, a swing side when the car, it show you which country they come from, and you can tell that, yeah, that girl there, the man there's a yardie, the family there's a yardie. hmm And we set apart. Every other flag, you might have to guess where those people from, not the Jamaican flag. When you see the Jamaican flag, you know exactly who those people are. Not to mention the music. Sometimes I'm watching, and I see people in a Spain. I move to some beat, some rubber dub, some Bob Marley, some long time song like from Junior Tucker when he used to sing like that, some Stitchy. Yeah, we come from a peculiar place where we're full of ambition. Except I remember one time I met this girl, and she said her mother tell her that she have the hand but not ambition in the funny. But maybe just that was just a joke. And sometimes parents tell kids and their children stuff that they're not supposed to say. Yeah. You're not supposed to tell your children them certain things, and certain words shouldn't come out of your mouth. But sometimes out of anger, you might end up sinning. And these days you realize that you have to be careful the amount of thing you may want to add on to your sin bill. Yeah. And And not only that, but if you're bad mind, remember say, you wear like tight shoes. Tight shoes, you ever have one pair of shoes that burn your foot yet? As a bad mind will burn you. Like tight shoes. Anyhow, as me say, we're just here reminiscing and reminiscing on the different parishes and the different dialects in Jamaica. And you would believe you come from Jamaica, but say it's not every dialect. Somebody talks something and you might have to take a second to try to figure out what a person say or what a person mean. Like the person will say imim, and you're like imim, imde. Well, imde is easier, but imim, yeah. The first time I heard it, I was like imim, but all the person was just saying is like, and you see somebody have flashed them finger. There's two type of thing is happening when you see somebody depend. It's like they want to remember something or they depend a racetrack. I don't know if there's any other culture that you will find do that, but you will find if you see somebody depend, that's a Jamaican right there. And coming back to the dialects, Imim, Imde, Kawai, Waimek, yeah, cousin say. And when me catch up a yard, me being called call the doctor yesterday, but me ain't get him. Me being busy for the rest of the day. And you have to just speak nonsense, sense out of nonsense with that one. Me been, me when, me when go down a wharf, and me been. But when it's a just different type of talking, and I might be one of those persons that may think that if you're from, I want to say, St. Catherine, Kingston, and St. Andrew, it might be the better or the proper speaking set of people. But yes, you will find some outer Riemann jungle that is the real ghetto. But no matter where you come from, in Jamaica, no matter where you come from, you will understand your people them. And there's always something to laugh about. Even if you're crying, in the middle of crying, you might just see something that you stop and to just laugh about. One of the other things that put a smile on my face the other day is I saw a video of a guy that was doing a gospel song, and he did it right around the Bagwalk Road, River Road, right around the close to Flatbridge, where they have Pumrock. And I did a video on Pumrock maybe almost 2 years ago. But when I saw that gospel song and the man dancing near Pumrock, if you know what Pumrock is, or you don't know what Pumrock is a rock right at the river, and it looks like the private parts of a woman. And I was like, I don't know. I sometimes I think I probably be judgmental, but when I look at it, I was like, you're doing gospel in front of Pum, Miss Pum's showing all over the world. But anyhow, every man dancing to their own beat, mm? To each their own. But that doesn't mean that he was wrong for that. He might just ending up saving a lot of souls looking at Pums. Whatever his rhymes to his reasons was, that's the way he think you were supposed to do it. You never know. You catch more bees with honey than with vinegar. Yep, you catch more flies with sugar honey iced tea than salt. But Jamaican, and you're like, only a Jamaican would think about that. And the flat bridge. I did a story on a flat bridge. I was told that to close flat bridge, for it to become the bridge, it had to sacrifice someone. Like there was 100 men. They sent home 99 and sacrificed one to close the bridge. And they claim that people from scientists really from here and abroad uh, try to figure out how they could put an overhead bridge or make the bridge better. But they claim that when the scientists tried everything, it comes down to they couldn't touch it. And I'm wondering, is it because they couldn't touch it or they didn't want to touch it, or just leave it as part of the history? Don't move it, leave it where it is. Because in Jamaica, we have a lot of myth and mystery, like in St. James, Rosal, the White House, where they talk about the witch that was unaliving all the husbands. Yeah. So you wanna try to figure out, if that is it myth, is it a mystery? Because we grew up around stories, storytelling. We didn't have TVs. And so we have the moonshine and some mangoes and nights of storytelling. And maybe this is where I get my storytelling from because it was part of our pastime, bedtime stories. We were sometimes outside and the story will be telling a certain story and nobody wants to move. It's like nobody wants to move because some of those stories were so scary, like the rolling calf story. Anybody know anything about the calf story, where people would be going down the street and they hear um, chains and stuff coming, and they would look and the chain would pass them, and they don't see what dragging the train or the chains, and they would hear the noise, but they couldn't see anything. So those are the stories we grew up on, and not to mention when Louise Bennett came along, then that was a different type of stories. Yeah. But anyhow, thank you for pulling up your chair and pull out your socks up. And thank you that you allow me to take you back in time of some of the stories that we grew up on, especially when it was mango time, mango season, and moonshine. Mm? Moonshine tonight, come make we dance and sing. You remember that? We there rock so, you there rock so. Yeah, those are the things. But anyways, thank you for pulling up a chair. Wow, good. You're here?